Hello, it's me again. Well, I'm going talking about manga and its history. I like manga so much, but I don't know something about the history of manga. Well, the manga was born for the combination for two traditions. The Japanese graphic art and the Occidental comic. During the period Edo, the ukiyo-e was developed vigorously and produced the first history remotely compared to the current manga genres. Well, it's too much time ago. Well, in 1923, were very encouraged with the emergence and triumph of Kodomo manga. Well, it's like comic to children. In 1945, and their unconditional surrender, Japan would enter a new era to determine industry. Emerged as responding to this psychological need to escape to a crude war. So appeared Kamishibai, a kind of blind legends that went through the village to offer their shows, to exchange for the purchase of candy. The Kamishibai not compete with magazines, but with two new systems of distributions. Well, Osamu Tezuka, a medical student passionate of Fleischer and Disney cartoons, will change the face of the Japanese cartoons with his first Red Book. Well, Red Book is like comics that the people can read in bookstores, other places, on other public places. Well, Tezuka's success led him to Tokyo magazines, particularly in the new shonen manga. Well, it was in 1947, which was the first children's magazine exclusive dedicated to manga, and which Tezuka published Astro Boy. Everybody remember Astro Boy? Well, it was the first anime. The international expansion of manga. Well, the fan service and sexual themes began to dominate the 80s manga. In 1988, thanks to the success of the film version of Akira, the international spread of the manga to grow explosively. In 80s began to stand out the series as the superdimension for the Macross, part of Robotech and Gundam Saga. Well, in the 80s too, Akira Toriyama created Dragon Ball, one of the most successful manga in the world. Others mangakas mangaka means people that draw the cartoons. The most important in this moment or well known of the world manga is Akira Toriyama, obviously for Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. Rumiko Takahashi. Rumiko Takahashi created Ranma and a Half, and Inuyasha. Clamp created. Clamp is a group of 4 or 5 girls that one of them one of them draw, and the others write the histories. Clamp created Cardcaptor Sakura X 1999 and Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. Masami Kurumada. Masami Kurumada created one interesting manga in the 90s. It's Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya, it's about the mythological heroes, Greek heroes, and the others goods. Naoko Takeuchi created Sailor Moon. Takehiko Inoue created Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is about the boys that plays basketball in the secondary school. Tite Kubo is most recently created Bleach, and Misashi Kishimoto created Naruto. Well, the manga, it's a book that you can buy in specific stores. Well, an example of manga, it's like this. Like this is one book of Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion, the volume 4. Okay, well, the main features of this comics is that you can't read these comics in the same form like other books. Well, I start from the back part, and obviously okay, to the right, to the left. Okay, yes, it's traditional. Usually in the original language, in Japanese, all the script, it's the up and down, and the right to left. It's the correct way to read this specific. Well, it is an example of Evangelion. It is of my brother Lalo. It's his manga. Well, other is Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk I told you it's about some guys that they want to win national championship of basketball. This is mine. Bleach. Bleach is it's a interesting history, full of mysticism and myths and rights of death and gods. It's very popular in the teenagers. It is like a clam manga. It is history about the journeys through the time on other worlds. And the Death Note, it is a very interesting and sometimes complicated history to understand, because it's about the death gods and the ambitions of the mankind. It's a very interesting and very popular too. Well, I think that's all. Well, if you ask me about my favorite manga, I don't have a favorite manga. I like so much histories. I don't know, maybe Bleach. It's a good story, and an anime too. Well, Cardcaptor Sakura, it's good. Well, I watched them in my childhood, and I think Saint Seiya, maybe. Well, I hope this topic was interesting, and that you can understand me. Well, thank you. Bye bye.